Today's collectible spot, we are having a look at the Strange Kids Club Strange Magazine Volume 1, Number 4. Appalling Awesome Comics Magazine. It's this new issue of Strange Magazine has come to my doorstep. Definitely excited to get this opened up. Now, it's actually sealed with the Strange Kids Club sticker up at the top there, keeping it nice and protected. But certainly can't wait to get this opened up. If you grew up in the 80s, like myself, grew up with a lot of these fun properties, I love the little jabs and nods that they do to the old 80s properties in magazines such as this. Also on the cover, the art of retro band Aaron Moreno talks custom toys. There's also James Groman gets gross and obnoxious. Other articles include Crappy Toy Catalog, Weirdo Toys Favorite Superheroes, The Ultimate Action Figure, Matt Skiff Plays Frankenstein, Mad Scientist Retrospective, The History Behind the Madness, plus so much freaking more it hurts. Spot's going to provide the link down below, so if you, again, are really interested in anything that was 80s, you are going to love this magazine here. Spot's going to also take a break, and I'm just actually going to get it out of the bag here, and when we come back, we're just going to get a better look through the issue Volume 1, Number 4 of the Strange Magazine. Don't go anywhere, guys. There's more heading your way. Stay tuned. So the Strange Magazine is very similar to the likes of like Cracked Magazine or Mad Magazine, if you grew up reading those issues as well, where you're going to get a combination of editorials, articles. You're also going to get comics, for example, Bigfoot and Gray, the whole truth, little comics that you can read up on. But they have interesting little, again, things that you grew up knowing and loving, action figures, 80s properties. For example, in the issue here, they speak a conversation with Texas-based artist and toy maker Aaron Moreno, aka Retro Band. Aaron Moreno, I believe, is the artist responsible for the Halloween 3 figures, which I love. Would have loved to get my hands on those. Also, he did a whole bunch of Creepshow figures as well. But they do have an article where they interview him, and he shares his feelings and thoughts about the world of figure collecting or figure producing, and also a little more background about his company. Also, Turmoil in the Toy Box. Touted as the shocking expose of the toy industry, Turmoil in the Toy Box was first published in 1986 by author and evangelist Phil Phillips, disguised as 183 pages of soul-saving self-righteousness that seeks to reveal the hidden dangers found in He-Man and the Masters of the Universe, Barbie, Rainbow Brights, G.I. Joe, Smurfs, and other well-known toy lines. Phillips' book is actually outrageously ludicrous propaganda. Citing the satanic influences behind many of these toys, there's no question that the book makes some pretty odd claims. In the interest of exposing you to the potential mental and spiritual harm and fun, we've decided to list the top 5 most outrageous quotes from the book. You can thank us later. And it'll actually describe, I won't go through all of these because you definitely would want to get the book for the magazine for yourself. But for example, He-Man. Many parents have expressed concern that their children, after watching He-Man cartoons, go running through the house with plastic swords shouting by the power of Grayskull. I have the power, but God warns that only by the blood of Jesus do humans have power and authority over others. There's no mention of the power of Grayskull. That would be on page 89 of Toy Box, expose of the Toy Box, what's the name of the book here? Turmoil in the Toy Box. I don't know why I had a tough time finding that. But also, through the magazine, we had the Ultimate Action Figure by Matt Skiff and Rondell Scott. And then they've comprised a figure, a faux figure, that exists from some of the cooler figure pieces from the toy lines that we've grown up with. For example, the torso is made up of Skyclone from Masters of the Universe. Skiff says, I was obsessed with lenticular stickers as a kid, and I think Cyclone played a big part of why I loved them so much. Major Disaster from Toxic Crusaders. Major Disaster epitomizes everything great about the Toxic Crusaders line. Also, little spoof pictures on the side, for example, Dookie. Material soup for everyone. Go to www.dookiepoo.com. Also, there's a retrospect on the Mad Scientist. Something else that I don't think I actually had as a kid. Mad Scientist flesh with creatures. Different articles. I also really like about, well, there's some other comics there as well. The other thing that I really like also about the Strange Magazine, Operation. Ooh, I'm never going to look at Operation the same way again. Oh, and speaking of never looking at the same way again, look at Teddy Rock. Oh boy. But the one thing I also really like about this magazine is that it brings a lot of artists together and it allows them to showcase their work. So above and beyond the straight comics, which has some incredible artwork, you're also getting interviews again with artists, designers out there, vinyl designers out there that are producing pieces. You get a section for Weirdo Toys' favorite superheroes, some knockoff toys. And you get ads from different toy companies or different artists out there that are producing probably some maybe lesser known properties that you are aware of, but properties you definitely should be checking out. A case in point, like the OMFG Outlandish minifigure guys. You see Spot's already reviewed those before. But I mean, the beauty again about a magazine like this is it really has everything that you would want if you're an 80s kid. You get the comics and stuff like that you would be familiar with from the likes of like a Mad or Cracked magazine. You get retrospects, you get interviews with artists and designers, you get flashbacks to a lot of things that you probably have grown up with. I mean, it really is jam-packed with everything that you would want as personally as an 80s kid. Spot's again going to provide the link down below to Strange Kids Club. I would definitely say, highly recommend saying if you guys get a chance, pick up one of these magazines. You will have a blast. The issues that Spot's picked up before, I've read through frequently, and even like the corners have become frayed for how often I've been reading through it. There's always something new to be found in these magazines. Today's collectible spot, we're having a look at the Strange Kids Club Strange Magazine Volume 1, number 4. Thanks for watching, guys. Certainly stay tuned. Spot's going to have more collectible spots heading your way. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.